Explorers! If you are in 2nd through 5th grade, you should be seeing this video now. Your teacher should have sent out a reminder that you or your parents can drop by the office to pick up some art supplies. We have an awesome sketchbook for you that is full of blank paper. That way you can do some art projects and practice art at home as you please. These were ordered at the beginning of the school year, but the district was ordering for everybody, so it took a really long time to get here, but we finally have them. You also should have received a pack of colored pencils and watercolors. These are for you to use in your free time at home, and then especially anytime that you have an art project to do for school that you're doing through Schoology. First of all, a few tips for using a sketchbook. Your sketchbook doesn't have any lines on the paper, so it's here for you to make big drawings, or you can even make your own line and divide it in half so that you have 2 drawings per page. The paper is not super thick. You can kind of see through to my little project I have back here, but it is great paper and it's really nice to draw on. You can practice doing drawing prompts like this one that I did with some kids. My drawing prompt that I gave them was to draw a magical door. It could be a door that looks like a regular door and then you open it and something magical happens, or maybe it's a really fancy door or a door that looks like it goes to a castle. You get creative and make a magical door. Underneath, I then asked the students to create what happens when you open that door. So if you open that door, does it take you to the bottom of the ocean with some mermaids? So maybe you would draw that here. Or maybe when you open that door, it takes you to your favorite place or you receive a gift. So get creative and draw that underneath here if you'd like to try that drawing prompt out. Another thing you can do is just practice making little doodles. A lot of kids like to do this kind of doodle that's called a kawaii, which is little pieces of food or objects, and then they add a little smiley face to it. It's just a style of doodle. But you can practice your drawing in here, making lots of different pictures, small pictures, and they can all be kind of close together. It doesn't necessarily have to be a scene of something like a pig surfing, kind of like this guy here. It can be just random little pictures. As you go through your sketchbook, you only have 50 pages, so just be careful with how you're using the pages and make sure that you're not using marker. I use pen right here and you can see through on the back. So you want to use things like crayon, pencil, and colored pencil. Pen is fine, just know that it may bleed through a little bit to the back. If you're wanting to use your watercolor paint that you got in your art kit, then a good way to do that is open your sketchbook to the next clean page. So here's my drawings and then my next clean page. And then you can either put paper towels behind that page, or you can hold this page and lift your sketchbook up so that only this page is sitting up against your table and the rest of your sketchbook is on the other side. Okay, and if you need help with that, maybe an adult can help you. You don't want to rip the pages out of your sketchbook, okay? So then you can paint here, let it dry. Once it dries, then you can close your book. If you keep your book open where all your pages are back here, you really need to put some paper towels or something there so that it doesn't bleed through and ruin all of your other papers, because your papers will begin to warp. So now you can paint like this. Once it's dry, then remove your paper towels. Sketchbooks are a great learning tool for art because they keep your projects together in a bound book. So if I am doing some drawings, I can go back weeks later and go see all the things that I've done. Hopefully, you'll get to see some growth where as you go further in your book, the better your drawings get. Sometimes we draw something or create a project and we may not like it, but that's okay. I want you to leave it in your sketchbook. It's really tempting to just rip it out because then no one knows that it ever happened. But this is your sketchbook and I want you to keep track of things that you create. Whether you end up liking them or not, keep them in here And then say you practice drawing a dog. If you try drawing a dog next week, maybe it'll get a little better. And then you draw a dog again, it'll get a little better. So each time you practice, you should start to see your drawings get better and better and you grow as an artist. Eventually, when you go to middle school, you may want to do art, and they may ask you to bring some samples of your artwork. So this would be a good thing to save and bring in, or just to save and look back at one day and see how you drew. I wish I would have kept my sketchbooks from when I was younger. Feel free to use your sketchbooks as you please. Just kind of be mindful about how many pages you have. You only have 50, but since we're getting closer to the end of the school year, it should last you. Be creative, and I can't wait to see if you post some pictures or share them. You can always email them to me to show me the great things that you're doing from home. Thanks for watching. Now it's your turn. I can't wait to see your creation.